All right, let's start this up, man. What's up, guys? It's your boy Yael. We about to get into a quick little shot creator tutorial. Um, what I mean by that is, the actual gameplay of a shot creator. People like Ticino, T-Jack. There's way more, but I can't bring all of them to name right now for obvious reasons. Okay, look, free court right here. Great. All right, so just get 2 hours real quick. Turn this game volume down. All right, so look. Matter of fact, where do I go for this? Commentary, yeah. All right, so look. This is the Gatorade facility court on next gen. You feel me? Come around here, run a court. Do what you want, shoot around, practice some dribble moves, some animations. The usual shit, the usual stuff that they be having us doing. All right. So, this is basically the replace of the my court. So, all right, let's get into the tutorial. All right, shot creators. What are we? Shot creators. They are able. Their main. Not their goal, but their main skill set is to create shots off the dribble or create shots in general when no shots are present. So you see players like Kyrie Irving, Steph Curry in a sense before, Allen Iverson, T-Mac, LeBron in a sense, Jordan, Kobe, especially Kobe. Like the top ones you want to, that's easier for you to understand. Kyrie, Kobe, and like MJ, especially with the mid-range game. Shot creators are dominant in the mid-range, so that is a great place to start. First, before we get you into any badges, animation, before we get you any badges or how to do any moves, first we're gonna go into animations, and I'm gonna show you what are some good ones. Not even what are some good ones, but at least what you need to, the bare minimum of what you need to have before you start learning how to be a shot creator. Alright, so let's just come out here. Gameplay animations. Jump shot doesn't matter. Free throw doesn't matter. It's dribble pull-ups. This is for your fadeaways. Pick whatever ones you want. Most people use normal. I use Steph Curry. Spin jumper is very important. Hop jumpers are also very important. That's all you really need to know animation-wise. Let me come back here so it doesn't kick me off my court. Alright. And then once you found some pull-ups, spin jumpers, high jumpers that you like, you come to badges. Alright. Since I'm in this court, I'm gonna be taking off all like outside badges that wouldn't help me. So stuff like difficult shots, green machine, corner specialist, tireless shooter, fade ace if you want to do that, But for, that stuff in general. Takeovers. If you want, I use ankle breaking shots for most part. And then you could use pull-up precision or negative impact. Great. All of these are great takeovers. If you want to dribble and humiliate people, this one. But if you really want to be more comp, pull-up precision, negative impact. I don't really care about comp because I don't care about winning like that. But badges. Difficult shots, high difficulty jumpers, hop steps, spins, step backs, pull-ups, seeds a boost from the mid-range. All right, that is great. This is an amazing badge, especially if you play like a Ticino type player. This will help you a lot. I use this on Hall of Fame. Gold is cool, but I use this on Hall of Fame. Use everything I could get. He'd be using them step backs in the corner, which is why we got corner specialists, because it works at the 3-point line. So that's great. They took it away from the mid-range. I don't know why they would. Maybe because it was a little bit overpowered, but now it says 3-point shots, receiver boost. And green machine, it's just green machine. You can do whatever you want with that. I personally don't even use this because when I have it on Hall of Fame, I still get full bars. And when I have it on bronze, silver, I still get full bars. So I usually just don't have it at all. So, like, if you want, just Do whatever you want. Tireless shooter is good because you're gonna be losing a lot of energy. All right, so these are the type of, I have 27, so make do what badges you have. But if you don't have a lot of badges to spare, something like this would be a good shot creator badge setup. That'd be great, something like that. So make do with what you have. Playmaking badges, you don't really need a lot, you know. Yeah, you don't really need a lot when it comes to shot creating, because it's kind of universal. So like if we just take all these off, and since I am in the Gatorade, I don't need no passing or anything. Good if you could dribble, amazing if you could dribble. Actually, if you could get Hall of Fame ankle breaker, I would get it. Space creator is great because it actually works with the step backs and the spin jumpers and gives you ankles. Unpluckable is good because they will be reaching. When I want to try hard and when I'm trying to dribble a lot, this goes on Hall of Fame. But I'm trying to pass and playing with people that's trying to get badges or mainly shooters, and I don't need to dribble like that, I run it when I'm bronze. But for the time being, or for the sake of badges, put it on bronze. Stop and go. I do notice when I try to quick stop, well, not really quick stop, when you just run and stop moving, this badge pops up all the time and it makes you shoot off of it faster. I haven't tested it like on Hall of Fame, but if you played this game on next gen, you know if you're running and then you just stop and try to shoot, like, man, I can understand it. All right, so these are the type of badges I would use. Mind you, I have 27, so defense doesn't matter. Finishing would be great, but I don't have finishing. All right, these are my shooting stats and my ball handling stats. So, you know, make out what you want with those. So, you know, all right, great. Let's actually get into how to do the moves and, you know, what's good for different situations. First, NBA 2K21 Next Gen has added a new feature for fadeaways where there's two different ones. You have ones that are faster but harder to green and harder to hit, but if someone is closing out on you, you know, you could use that. And there's others that are slower but it's easier to contest, but it's also easier to green. So if you're wide open, I'll do the slower one that I'm about to show you, and if you're getting closed out on, we'll do the faster one. All right, so I'll show you the first one, which is just a normal fadeaway without holding turbo, just moving your left stick and shooting. Depending on your animation, is gonna look something like that. You know, just a simple, you know, not exaggerated, kind of like a more realistic, you know, pull-up type thing where he sets his feet and then he shoots it, you know. And how to do that is simple. You just move in one area and you hold left stick and then you hold X to shoot, and does an easy one like that. Not that hard, right? Cool. That one is easier to contest, yeah, but it also has a big green window. And I would learn all these animations before I even continue. I would learn how to do all of them, you know, with good efficiency before going to the park. All right, second animation, the fadeaway, the fast fadeaway, is when you hold in turbo and then you shoot. You know, that's the Steph Curry one that you all might know and love. That's all you do. That is, you just hold turbo. Oh, wrong move. We'll get into that one later, but all you do is hold turbo, run one way, you feel me, boom, hold X. He's gonna do a fadeaway like that. It's gonna be faster. So like I said, do that when someone's trying to close out on you. My bad, y'all, I'm sick. Do that when someone's trying to close out on you and, you know, you just need to get a quick shot off. That's a great one. You could do it in both sides, both areas, you know, doesn't matter. Fading to the left, fading to the right. Be wary that there are different animations for different sides of the court. But yeah, that one is holding turbo. Harder to green, but faster and harder to contest. So keep that in mind. All right, let's teach you about spin jumpers. Spin jumpers are great because literally 10% of the community uses them, and not a lot of people expect them when you do it. So 9 times out of 10, unless you've done it against them numerous times, they're not going to be expecting it at all, and there's going to be a wide open shot, especially if you have Space Creator, because this triggers ankle breakers off of Space Creator. So This is great. How to do that? How to do this move is you run in a direction holding turbo, and then you double tap X, and then you just continue to hold it after you double tap it, you know, to time the shot, and that's how you do that. And there are different animations for different sides. So if you just run in one direction and then tap it, boom, it does a fake, and then it fades backwards the other way. All right. But if you do it at an angle, like let's say you're coming towards the middle, and then you do it, it does this, and it kind of like splits the defense. So if you want to do that, be wary of your angles. If someone, let's say, is right by the elbow at the free throw line, and I'm just like, all right, I want to kill him and fade to the left, you run to the right, double tap it, fade to the left. Simple. And you got to hold turbo while you're doing that, you know, just so you guys remember. Okay, so you know that works. That is great. I use this all the time. That gets most of my mid-range buckets for real. And then the side one, like the normal one, that works because a lot of the time people just expect you to just fade like that because that's what everyone else does. And then you hit them with the oop, gone the other way, and they're just like, wow, I'm wide open. I'll probably jump too. You know, that's bucket. So I'm getting a lot of full bars, but it is what it is. That's how the game is. Great. All right, hop jumpers. These are cool. They kind of hold the same, like, what do you call it? Kind of hold the same weight as like the fades that are easier to green, but you could get ankle breakers off them. And I won't say it's that much useful, not that much, unless we're talking about from the 3-point line, then it's very useful. But it's not that useful just from the MIDI. I just use it to create a little bit of space if I'm being chased or someone's trying to come up from the paint. Instead of me just fading, you just hit a little step back. Simple. And how you do that is you can run. I think you gotta hold turbo. Let me try without it. Okay, yeah. It doesn't matter if you hold turbo, if you're not holding turbo. You just run, tap X, and then hold X. It's not like the spin jump where you double tap it. You just gotta tap, hold, and then, you know, it's gonna do that move. And there's a different variation of those. But if you do this from the 3-point line, which a lot of people do it from, that's Circus 3s. And that's why I told you guys that is a great badge to have. Especially if you want to play like this, like people like Ticino and stuff. You can do the hop jumpers from the 3-point line. Big green window, easy buckets. Once you learn how to time it, doesn't matter what hop jumper animation you use. I just like Steph Curry. So let's continue. Then we have the actual step backs, like the big ones, like that. Then, you know, something that you would see more often in the NBA. Most people do it to just get ankle breakers where they just flick down on the right stick. I'm gonna show you how to do that. All you gotta do is you run one direction, and then you flick down on the right stick real quick, but don't hold it. And then it's just gonna do that move. Just flick down, oh, flick down, bow, flick down, bow, flick down, bow. Simple. But be wary. You can do this with X, but don't do this with X unless you're trying to shoot it, or else it's not gonna let you dribble. So it's gonna make you pump fake, and you're gonna have to pass or shoot it. So how to do that? You run one direction, you hold turbo, and then you hold down on the left stick before you tap X. It's the same way you do the hop step, except you just hold down on the stick. Instead of just kind of having it horizontal, you pull it down, and then it's gonna do a big one. And that Space Creator works off that, and you get ankles. And you know, that's also Circus 3's great badge. And if you do in the mid-range, that's difficult shots. All these moves that I'm teaching you, difficult shots applies to and will give you a boost to it. So, you know, that will help you a lot. Learn your animations. That is key. Learn them, all right? Next one, we're gonna talk about just the standing step backs. There's like 2 different animations for them, and a step through and the side steps. All right, so let's start with the step backs. All right, you hold down on the left stick and tap X. Depending on your animation, you're gonna get a quick little hop back, and you're gonna shoot the ball. All right, I use I think normal 2 step back. So either that or Steph Curry. I'm pretty sure I use Steph Curry, but yeah. Depending on your ball hand as well. If you want to do a step back to your ball hand, kind of to the right, like I have the ball in my hand, you kind of hold it diagonally down, and it's gonna do a little step back like that to the right side and shoot it. Same thing with the left. But if you want to do it oppo ball hand, you just got to do it diagonally down oppo ball hand, and boom, simple. And how you do that is you got to be kind of quick with it. You flick down on the left stick and then you tap X while you're flicking down, and it's gonna do the step back animation, and then you gotta keep holding it to complete it. So not that hard, simple. Circus 3s, you know the gist. Simple. All right. Now I'll teach you about the other one, which is slower but creates more space, and that's the big one, like these. And you gather and then you shoot it. This has a big green window as well. Shot creator takeover should help you with these a lot if you get it. So once again, my mic is tripping, but the show must go on. Controller died, then mic died. So all right, teach you how to do the big one. This one, nice, great, simple. All you got to do, instead of holding down on the stick and then kind of tapping X to do the fast one like that, you have to do the opposite, and you just hold it. So you hold down on the left stick, and then you hold X at the same time while you're holding down, and then it gives you an animation that's bigger like that, and then you can do what you want with it. This is also Circus 3s. There's a lot of moves that Circus 3s activates on, which is why I say it's such a great badge and I have it on Hall of Fame. All right, so that's how you do those. Now I'll teach you how to do the side steps, which is the same thing as the big step back that I just taught you, except you just flick it, or you just hold it to the left and hold X. Hold it to the left, hold X. That's Circus 3s. Boom. Actually, I don't think it is, but it might be. I haven't tested. Or hold it to the right. Boom. The same thing you do with the big one, where you hold down and hold X. You just hold it to the left or right, and then it does a side step to the left or right. This is great if you're coming off a screen. You could use this off catch and shoots. I personally ISO like 90% of the time. So this is a great if you hit them with a hezi and then you sidestep right back the other way and shoot it. So that's what I use it for most of the time. Most people don't be expecting it. And blinders is great for that, because for side contests it helps with that. Now I'll teach you about the step through, which is literally the same as all those, but you just hold up. And you see he kind of did a little step up, If you want to get closer to the basket, let's say you're a little farther away and you don't feel comfortable, hold up, hold X, boom. Steps up a little bit, great. You could do it straight up, or you could do it diagonally up, so he goes up and diagonal to the side. And kind of common sense at this point. Now I've been saying it so long. You just hold it diagonally up to the left or to the right, and he's gonna step through that way. And then I'll finally teach you about, these are the moves that you do when you just want to humiliate somebody, or if you feel me, you just want to have fun with it. All right, that one is great to get people talking. Like if they're just like, wow, he hit that. And then there's this one, which is kind of does the same thing. And how to do that is how to do the first one. If you know how to do a half spin, you kind of do a spin from, let's say the ball is in my left hand. You just flick the right stick from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock. You just rotate it, and he does a half spin. And if he's in the left hand, from 3 o'clock to 12 o'clock, boom, half spin. But instead of just flicking it like that, for this shot, you have to hold it and time it. Feel me? Oh, wow, did it wrong. You have to hold it, depending on your ball hand, just like the half spin I just taught you to do. You just hold it, and he does that. And then you got to time it. You got to learn how to time it. I would put on the meter so you can learn how to time it. I know how to time it. It's just the green window is very small for obvious reasons, because you get a lot of space, but it's hard to time and it's fast, especially with the input lag, how this game is. But yeah, that's how you do that. You just hold it with the half spin. Boom, simple. And I'm gonna teach you how to do the 361. All right, boom. All you got to do that is look at the ball in your hand, right? It's in the left hand. I'm gonna take my right stick and hold it from 3 o'clock all the way to 9 o'clock, and just hold it like that. And then it's gonna do that. So you boom, rotate it from 3 to 9, and then hold it while it's at 9. And then you can hold up on your left stick while it's doing that, to kind of, guide which way you want to go with it, but it kind of does its own thing a lot of the time. So, be careful of that. But for the most part, I mean, yeah. Oh, I did it wrong, but for the most part, yeah, that's how you do those. Those also give you a boost with shot creator take, difficult shots, all that. But these are just when you do, to kind of piss people off if you hit it. If you miss it, you're gonna look stupid. But if you hit it, that's all that matters. If you don't talk about our misses, we talk about our bangs. You feel me? All right. Now, because I'm about to hop out of here, I'm gonna show you like how I'd usually run. Like if I'm playing just normal park, how my bat setup would be. So let me just hop on here so I don't get. Man, I'm gonna get kicked out anyway. I'm gonna let someone else have this. Dang, I can't hop out. All right, whatever. All right, cool. Since we were just in this, I'll only use this if you're trying to do like step back or fadeaway corners. That's good for those. But if you don't, don't worry about this. I'm gonna just show you how I would run it. So let's say, just grind out builds. The first badges I always get are these two. I'd go for, these two. I'd usually go bronze deep threes, and then get bronze corner, and then just go all the way up from that. Boom. Hot shots next. If you're just grinding badges, all right? Cool. What I run is data on bronze, and I don't notice a big difference, and I don't take a lot of contested shots, so we're like that straight up. But I would put blinders on silver because side contests are crazy. If I really feel like shooting contested though, come on, not that complicated, right? Boom. And I put this on the Hall of Fame as well. We are at 25. Nah, there we go. We are at 24 badges. So the only ones I would have left for anything would be, difficult shots. Good for fades. All the difficult stuff I just taught you. Step backs into 3 for contest at the front and contest on the side. And your green window is not going to dwindle like that. But how I run it, it can change. But I usually run stuff like this. I would even take this down depending on how I feel like playing. But I would probably run this. Stop and pop, catch and shoot, because I do be catching and shooting. You can run volume shooter, because I shoot a lot. Volume shooter on like silver. Rhythm shooter on bronze. Or you could do clutch shooter as well. I like to use a lot of bronze and silver badges and spread them out. But if you don't feel like doing that, you just want, I just want all my badges high, you could do something like that. Do something like this. And this is not bad at all. This is great. This is not bad at all. Most people use blinders on Hall of Fame for obvious reasons, but this is not bad at all. But I'm going to put it how I had it before, which is like these. How many badges I have left? All right. Boom, boom, boom. Simple. Playmaking doesn't really matter. Depends on how you feel like playing. You can use side handles if you want. Bullet passer is a must though. And if you're playing this, you might need bailout on like silver or higher. I use it on bronze or silver depending on who I'm playing with. But then you can run bullet passer as well. So that's great. All right, man. Taught you guys everything I know as the shot creating scene. Taught you about the takeovers, the animations, how to do the moves. All right. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Videos about almost half an hour long. If you guys really sat through this, I appreciate y'all, man. Drop a comment saying shot creator gang if you made it all the way to the end, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I'm trying to come up, man. Young man just trying to make it in the 2K community, man. One video at a time, man. I appreciate you guys. You guys have a great day. great life.